Welcome to Digital Citizenship and Crossing Kids with Pastor Shelley Brown. Crossing Kids Children's Ministry key philosophy is partnering with parents. In this presentation, we are partnering with you, the parents, in providing information and tools and helping to guide your digital native in using technology. You may be asking yourself, what does it mean to be a digital native? This just means that your child has never experienced a world without the internet, cell phones, and digital devices. As parents, we need to accept that technology is part of our child's life. Once you have given a child an electronic device, there is no going back. It is very important for you to monitor and help guide your child to be a good digital citizen. Digital citizenship can be divided into three categories: respect, educate, and protect. Over the next several slides, I will be discussing each of these areas in more detail. We need to teach our digital natives that they can't hide behind a screen. We need to teach them how to act appropriately online and how to be respectful because they are ambassadors of God's love. Our digital natives need to be made aware that they cannot hide behind a screen. They need to realize that even if they cannot see the person, they need to act like the person is there in front of them. This means that if they wouldn't say something in person, then they shouldn't say it to them online. We need to stress to our children that saying or writing mean things online is cyberbullying and will not be tolerated. As parents, we need to teach and model appropriate online behavior. We need to have continual dialogue with our children about the interpersonal implications of online behavior. We should encourage our children to be respectful to other technology users, regardless if the other users are different than themselves. We should also teach them that every interaction they have, whether online or offline, is an opportunity to be an example of Christ. We need to educate our children on the purpose of technology, how to seek truth, and how to be good stewards of God's money when spending money online. Parents need to help their children understand that the internet and other technologies' purpose is to help them to learn, be productive, collaborate, and communicate. John 8:32 says, "Know the truth, and the truth will set you free." People turn to Google or Wikipedia to find answers to their questions. Our children are now even turning to YouTube looking for ultimate truth. As Christ followers, we need to teach our children that the real truth can only be found in the Bible. Proverbs 21, verse 20 says, "The wise man saves for the future, but the foolish man spends whatever he gets." The current digital culture entices us to become unwise stewards of God's money through online gambling, shopping, and even overspending on things like video games. We need to teach them about being good stewards of God's money. We need to encourage our digital natives to protect their privacy, to steer them from temptation, and to help them to prioritize their time. Parents need to encourage their child to use age-appropriate online content, to have discernment in choosing online contacts and interactions, and teach them the risk of giving out their personal information and images online, whether it is public or private. When most people think of temptation online, they think of sexual temptation, such as pornography. For our digital natives who live in a self-obsessed, photoshopped digital culture, we need to talk to them about the temptation of pride, jealousy, and lying. We as parents need to emphasize that what they see on Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube is not always real life, and that they should not be jealous of others or that vice versa present themselves as something that they are not, because that is a form of lying. Ephesians 5:16 says, "To make the most of the time, for the days are evil." We're not saying that technology is evil, but that the concern is the amount of time a child engages with technology. The average child between the ages of 8 and 18 is engaging in screen time approximately 7 hours a day. This is why it's important that we need to help our child redeem the time. As parents, we can do this by discussing with our child about time limits on devices and by even setting an example ourselves by unplugging. Children having unlimited access and the feeling of anonymity on the internet are just some of the challenges that parents are facing today. I hope that through this presentation that you feel that you can help guide them to be good ambassadors online and for Christ. This is why it is extremely important that we guide our children with concepts that will help them to be respectful, that will educate them, and that will protect them as digital citizens now and in the future.